Now, on Monday's show, we discussed the news that the boss of the Royal Ballet wants more plus-size ballerinas on stage and prompted a huge response from you.
Yeah, our viewer Lynn said that while she was overweight, she doesn't want to see plus-size dancers on stage. And Avril said male dancers wouldn't be able to lift bigger women.
Lots of you disagreed, including proud size 16 ballet dancer Trixie Kixx, who joins us now. Hello, you.
Hello. So good to see you.
Coming in.
How do you feel when you hear those sort of comments?
It's infuriating. Annoying, not surprising, but incredibly infuriating, yeah.
Is it ill-informed, do you think? Is that why it's infuriating?
Part of it is, yeah, definitely, and not knowing actually the culture that comes from those kind of comments and those kind of traditions and opinions and how damaging that is, like how long-lasting it is for ballerinas and dancers who have to hear that and then implement it if they want a career.
Yeah. Let's go back to you. When did you first fall in love with ballet?
At 2 years old. It's like my nursery had a nursery on the ground floor and a studio on the top floor, so I did ballet from 2. And the videos,
baby Trixie!
The videos of me doing it at 2 years old, I'm taking it incredibly seriously, and you can just see I fell in love with it.
So that's been your life ever since?
Yeah, danced ever since, and then went into full-time training at 16, and then loved it even more once I was doing it full-time. Yeah.
So when did you feel that you didn't kind of fit in the ballet world?
I think probably for most girls, it's when you hit puberty and things are going up and out and you're in the pink tights, the leotards in front of a big mirror for hours in the day. And if you're not fitting that mould you've seen of ballerinas and dancers over the years, of that incredibly thin physique, you're noticing you're not fitting that mould. And then when I was auditioning for dance colleges, because I moved into more sort of dance and musical theatre, but still doing ballet, and when I was auditioning for dance colleges, I was getting comments like, fantastic audition, what a great day, you're a beautiful dancer, but you know you've got a huge weight problem. And I was about a size 12 back then, and you know you've got a huge weight problem, but you know that, don't you, and your thighs are too overdeveloped. And I didn't really I had to nod along, like...
It would be those words, would it?
Yeah, like... It was mad, like, and that was just in the audition process, let alone going to those kind of colleges. And we know that was like dance and musical theatre colleges, and we know it's so much worse in ballet schools. We've heard the personal accounts and stuff, and we know that old-fashioned teachers still use sticks and stuff, and they're poking and prodding at things and telling you to suck this in, and that shouldn't be there, and I can see your dinner. Like, comments like that are so outdated and so damaging. We know it's so damaging for ballerinas and all dancers, for their mental health, their physical health, for the rest of their lives sometimes.
Well, it's body shaming, really, isn't it? It's blatant body shaming.
To a really high level.
But in the ballet world, the average ballet dancer is what, size 4
Teeny
to
tiny.
8?
Yeah.
They're very, very small. I mean, you are the average size
very
woman.
Average, 16
normal.
to 18. Very average.
Normal size. Did it ever have a massive effect on your self-confidence?
I definitely saw it and felt it, but I was quite stubborn, and I've raised to be quite stubborn and to get what I want. And I wanted to be a dancer, and I was never going to be a professional ballerina, but I loved ballet, and it is a really strong core of dance, whatever style of dance you want to do. So my stubbornness I just ignored it, and I wanted to push through it, and I wanted to be the change. Like, it sounds very cliche, but you have to be the change, and there has to be that physical representation.
You don't see it, you can't be it.
On stage, on social media nowadays is such a massive thing. So I pushed through, and I didn't go to those colleges that made those comments. I went to different colleges, and then I ended up going into the world of burlesque, which is all about female empowerment, all about body diversity, and I just got even more passionate about it through years of performing that.
But on the other end of the scale, these poor girls are under huge pressure. You're kind of getting that, not criticism necessarily, but you're getting the feedback on one end of the scale. Like, and then you've got these other girls who are small, who are like, I didn't even... Size 4 is, like, so tiny, right? And the pressure... Reading in my notes, she said it's coffee, it's cigarettes. It's literally to just keep that size.
And part of that is the selection process, I think, into ballet school. Like, those who maybe have that natural frame are going to be selected into ballet school. So it's partly that selection process, and then on top of that, all of that conditioning and pressure from teachers, from directors in schools. So I really hope this announcement is going to actually be implemented into the colleges.
Yeah, what do you make of it? Because obviously the head of the Royal Ballet, Ian McKay, says he'd like to see more plus-size ballerinas represented on stage. What are the tangible steps to make that happen, to change that culture?
Makes, an actual difference in the schools, the way teachers teach, the way they speak to the students, the language they use and what they focus on, whether it is the physique or whether it is actually technique and artistry, and actually what you weigh has no effect on your technique and artistry as a performer.
You've still got to be good.
It's still got to be a fantastic dancer.
No one's going, open the doors to everyone,
athletic,
right?
Yeah, to be a ballet dancer. But there doesn't need to be that focus on thinness. There doesn't need to be focus on that really traditional but outdated aesthetic. So I hope we see the difference from people saying, the people that are actually in the ballet schools, and then see the difference on stage, where we do actually eventually see a more wider diversity of bodies.
And surely when you hear people say, well, they can't lift the dancers, surely they need to get stronger, the men then?
They do, yeah. I've got some mates who can help them down the gym if they like.
But is there a certain point with men where they would get too muscly to be ballerina? Like, as in, I mean, I don't know, like, would they be too body...
Yeah, but I think...
But that's OK, we can embrace
those kind of roles, those so limited. Only a couple of dancers in an actual company will actually show you get lifted. The rest of the corps de ballet don't get lifted most of the time, so...
And isn't it to do with your own core as well? You've got to have a really strong core.
Yeah, you have to be so strong. So I used to do cheerleading as well, and to be lifted, you have to be so strong. It's to lift someone who is weak, it feels really heavy. They feel like a dead weight.
Yeah.
So you have to be so strong to be lifted, and you have to be fueled to have that energy.
And you're teaching ballet now. How do you make people feel included? What sort of people come to your classes?
A whole mix. I go to classes, I teach classes, and it's so... From social media, we get so much from social media these days, and seeing the actual people in the classes and actually talking about it and telling people that there's such a range of people from their 20s to their 80s in some of the classes that I go to, all range of sizes, all range of abilities.
So what do we do it online? I'm getting involved in this.
There's courses online, there's classes online, there's so much you can do. If you want to start from home, if you're starting it or you're getting back into it, there's so much you can do online. And then coming to an actual class, you can't beat that community feeling of a ballet class.
My wife started doing ballet bar, you know, ballet
bar. Yeah. That's more focused on, like, sculpting and
stuff. She really likes it.
Or does she do that?
It's hard. It's hard.
Go to class.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Very hard, yeah.
What would you say? The kids watching this and they just want to get into ballet, irrespective of this.
And they might be a little bit bigger.
I'd say be stubborn like me and go. Start at home if you want to, but go to the classes, because I think there is this preconceived notion of what a ballet class is like, because we know what old teachers used, how they used to be like with their canes and slapping bums and stuff. And I think that has massively changed in most recreational ballet classes, definitely. And there is a different vibe. It is way more inclusive and friendly. And there's people just like you in the class who would just want to be there for a good time. It's so good for you mentally, physically. Ballet is such a good form of exercise, but it's the artistry and the joy of moving to music and also being with other people who enjoy that too. So go to the classes, because you might be surprised, actually, at the people there and how the teachers are.
Thank you so much. And you're so great on social media. Have you seen her on social media? You're such a lovely dancer. Thank you so much.
I just want to put that message out there, because more people should be able to enjoy ballet if they want to.
Thanks. Hi, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, listen, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.